Good day, fellow nerds. Welcome to Attacks of Opportunity. I'm Jenny, the Kitchen Barbarian, back again. Since the ribs seem to be kind of a hit, thought we'd give another recipe in the Hero's Feast cookbook a try. This time we're going for the dwarven take on shepherd's pie, which they, of course, call miner's pie. Dwarves are definitely not sheep herders, they are total cave dwellers, which is fine because who else would give us all that awesome mithril except for the dwarves. So I've had this before, I think many years ago. Logan has never had it before, but it was one of the recipes that we picked together that he thought would be good, as of course, you know, beef and potatoes and veg all mixed together. What could go wrong? John's a little on the fence about it, even though he likes all that stuff. He's still a bit iffy, but hopefully we can change his mind about that. And the other reason why I thought we'd try this is because my best bro Matt and his family eat this every Christmas Eve. So I thought that was a nice little story, give us a little background on the miner's pie. So let's get started. There's a lot of prep work here. I'm just going to read you the description that the Hero's Feast has of miner's pie. The miner's pie, sometimes referred to as shepherd's pie, by humans and halflings, is a truly hearty one-stop meal for the tireless dwarf and all of us. Ground beef or lamb or venison, sweet corn, peas, onions, and leeks are crusted by a potato mash topped with cheese. This is one of the few dwarven dishes readily served at inns across Faerun, particularly those of the North and Heartlands, likely because the human variant borrows much from this dwarven classic. So it sounds really good. I think we'll be able to talk John into this. So let's start peeling potatoes or something. Well, now we have to do some of the hard work. We're peeling 3 pounds of potatoes, which is less potatoes than I thought it would be. John went to the grocery store this morning and it's four pretty good size russet potatoes. So this is going to be part of the topping that goes on the miner's pie. Basically, it's just mashed potatoes mixed with some cheese. The shit is potatoes. P-O-T-A-O-E. Now I know why Gwen did not pick potatoes. Bananas are way better. Oh well. I'll keep doing this till I'm done. As you can see, I've been a busy little barbarian off camera. I've got a buttload of chopped onions. I've got almost the same amount, maybe half a buttload of chopped garlic and a bunch of freshly chopped thyme. And now I am stripping, that's parsley, freshly chopped parsley, because I'm stripping thyme now. It's not dirty, promise. It's just an easy way to get the little leaves off the stem, which mostly works. Sometimes there's little stems in there, but they still smell really good, so nobody ever notices if there's 1 or 2 in there. It'll be fine. So that's mostly what I'm doing now, just getting everything kind of ready to go, and then we will start making our filling, which will have all of our beef and all the herbs and the veggies, because after a long day in the mines or a long day shaping stone, because dwarves also like to do that, they have a hearty appetite, and we'll see what happens. Okay, we're just waiting for the potatoes to be done boiling so we can mash them up. Now the recipe calls for something fancy called a potato ricer. My high budget production includes my cell phone, a tripod I bought on Amazon, and a potato masher. So I'm gonna go ahead and mash them, I guess, more traditionally or on the cheap or whatever you want to call it. So they're gonna be done in just a couple of minutes, and then we'll get them all mashed, and then we're gonna start the filling because apparently the top has to cool just a little bit before we flump it all over the filling. So be back in just a few. We have mashed potatoes. Who made mashed potatoes? Thank you very much. So we're gonna let these cool for about 20 minutes or so, the recipe says. And then we're going to get started with the beef and the veggies. All right, we're getting started here. So we've got just a little olive oil in the pan, our buttload of chopped onions. The store didn't have any scallions, which, you know, as you know, they're mostly decoration, but we didn't get a chance to add one in there, which is fine. And a bay leaf, which I had in the cupboard in a bottle. I hope they don't go bad. I mean, I don't think so. You take it out later anyway. But it just made me wonder, like, how long have I had these and how good are they? Well, we'll see. So what about being a barbarian is all about? We just eat whatever's in front of us. So we're gonna get these onions softened up. I'm gonna dump the beef in here and some of the herbs and stuff. And I think probably what I'll do is, when everything's incorporated and we're just about ready to pour it into the pan, we'll come back and check in. Okay, we've got our ground beef in here, we've got tomato paste, we've got thyme, we've got a little flour, we've got the garlic. Everything is kind of incorporating in there right now. A little bit is on the floor, but it smells super good. I'm really excited about this. The next part of the recipe wants us to add some ale. Now, I'm not really a big drinker at all, really, and Jon only rarely drinks beer. This is some beer that I found in the garage. It's going in. Grog approves of any ale. And we're getting some chicken broth as well. Gonna throw that in. Or probably pour, because I'm a barbarian, but I don't want it all over the kitchen. And we're just gonna stir everything together. It's really coming together. And we've got a little salt put in here. Eyeballed. Because that's how we do. And then we're going to simmer it for a little bit, and then we're going to start putting it in the container that we have. What are we calling that? A 2-quart this thing. I'm blanking. Anyway, we're going to do that, and then we're going to put the potato topping on top and pop it in the oven. Okay, we added some frozen peas and frozen corn into the beef mixture and stirred that all around, and that's what we have now. And I put it in a 3-quart casserole dish. That's what it's called. It is our dump stat. Everyone knows it. Anywho, so here's our little beef filling, and then we're gonna go ahead and put the potato topping, spread it all over the beef filling. They had me add 2 beaten eggs into the mashed potatoes. I suspect it's to make them puffy, is my guess, after they come out of the oven. So we'll have a little bit of a picture once that's all done, and then we will get it started. I think it takes about 20 to 30 minutes to bake. So as you can see, that was pretty much like frosting a cake with potatoes instead. Now we're going to sprinkle a little bit of Monterey Jack cheese over top the whole thing. And I did change it from a 2-quart dish to a 3-quart. This was no way fitting into a 2-quart dish. So we'll get all the cheese on there. We're going to get it in the oven. All right, well, it baked for 20 minutes and then it went under the broiler for a couple of minutes. Our broiler is like an incinerator, so I have to watch it like a hawk, but it looks like we've got like a nice little toasty top here. I'm gonna sprinkle a little parsley on it and then serve it up in bowls, and we'll take a peek about what it looks like. So we're all full of Miner's pie, and I'm happy to report that everybody liked it. Logan gave it an 8 out of 10, which is slightly lower than the ribs, but I'll take it. And I think we've converted Jon over to the miner's pie mindset. He liked it too. So it was a really great dish for a January day. And it was very exhausting, I will tell you. I'm glad everybody liked it because it made it worth it. Between mashing the potatoes and getting all the prep work done, it was a lot of work, but it was worth it. So thank you so much for watching. And when I said earlier that the first one was a hit, I meant that more than my mom and a couple friends watched it. So we were really happy that we got more than a few. So thank you so much, guys. And just remember, hit subscribe and like. And if you keep watching them, I'll keep making them. We'll find a new recipe in our Heroes Feast cookbook and enjoy your temporary hit points and advantage on wisdom saves and all the good stuff that Heroes Feast gives you. And hopefully 2021 is better than the last one. It's got to be, guys, right? We love you. Thanks for watching.